Hey, my name's Arlo. I'm a second year uni student, and in this video, we'll be starting a new series called Monthly Favorites. So I talk about a book, an app, a video, and an experience that I've had in the past month, and I'll be sharing with you how it helped me improve as a person. So let's start first with the book. The book that I read in the month of November was The Almanack of Naval, Ravikant. Now, this book was very interesting because it talked a lot about generating wealth by productizing yourself. And there were three main pillars of how to productize yourself: leverage, specific knowledge, and accountability. So, leverage is just a way for you to multiply your efforts. So, let's say you're a doctor, right? And you earn $200 an hour of consulting. So, is that the doctors get paid $200 an hour? But basically, if you want to earn $2,000, you have to work for 10 hours. So you are restricted by the amount of time that you put. Your input is your time and the output is linear. When Naval talks about leverage, it means that you can post one video, for example, it could be shown to millions of people, and let's say the ad revenue that you get is $1 per viewer. You are a millionaire by posting one video that got 1 million views and pay $1 per viewer. The main concept about leverage is you aren't restricted by the amount of inputs you put. The second one is specific knowledge. Now, this is really interesting to me because growing up, I didn't really like picking, in the business world, they call it picking a niche, right? Picking a niche is like, okay, I'm going to target this person only and only write content about this thing. I didn't like that. I didn't like picking a course. I didn't like picking a strand in high school. For me, I just like the holistic version of learning. If I'm interested in something, I want to learn it, and I want to learn it in my own pace, in my own time, in my own understanding. I don't want a syllabus to restrict me like a robot. So the thing about specific knowledge is it's something that can't be taught in schools. Because if it can be taught in schools, then you are competing with hundreds, thousands, millions of people for the same job offer. Specific knowledge, on the other hand, is not learned through schools. It's learned through apprenticeships. It's learned through discovering your curiosities. Maybe you're curious in learning Japanese, learning about philosophy, or you want to learn about the guitar. You have that specific set of knowledge that when combined together and when a specific opportunity comes up, you don't have competition. Because let's say you are good at AI, you're good at Japanese, and you're good at, let's say you're good at philosophy. Let's say you suddenly have a job offer about, from a Japanese company about philosophy and, where was I going with this? And AI. But what I'm saying here is you find specific knowledge by pursuing your own curiosities, being your own niche of one, and creating content or media that only you can compete with, because no one can compete with you being you. So what is the relevance of specific knowledge? Specific knowledge is also about doing things that fulfill you, because I'm sure in school you've been forced to study subjects that you didn't care about, but you had to get the grade. Now that school stripped off your curiosity, so now you don't really know what you're interested in. Well, pursue your specific knowledge. What do you genuinely want to learn? What specific subjects excite you? Pursue that, be good at that, then apply it to leverage to make more money. Now, the third thing is accountability. Accountability just means everything is under your name. You take more risk, but everything's under your name. Just look at the most popular YouTube channels. It's under their name. People know that they make the videos. Sure, they could outsource the video editing or the scripting or the recording, but people recognize Hamza for his videos. People recognize Dan Ko for his videos because the name is there. There's accountability. And when you have accountability, you're known for something, you combine that with specific knowledge and leverage, you suddenly have a lot of wealth. So that's the three main things for productizing yourself. It doesn't really make sense when I'm explaining it because I'm terrible at explaining it, but I highly recommend reading the Tweet Storm. I could put the link in the description, or you could just read a book. Either way, Naval stuff top tier. You need to learn it if you are interested in generating wealth. The second thing is an app, and I love this app. It's called Instapaper. So you know how let's say you read something and then you want to take notes of it, but then, okay, where do I save it? Do I screenshot it? Do I put it in the notes? Do I put it in the Notion? Like, it's so complicated, right? But when you have Instapaper on your phone and Chrome extension, you can save a website. It will directly put it to Instapaper. Then you put highlights. Now, here's the thing. When you highlight something, there's a specific part in Instapaper called notes. So you can revisit your notes, meaning like the highest quality, education that you learn. So let's say it's a book from, it's a highlight from the book that I just read. Now I can just easily check the notes instead of trying to find it, find the bookmarks. And the best part is you can connect it to Notion. So if you use Notion, it will automatically transfer it from Instapaper to Notion. So now you have a table filled with all of your notes, and you can easily write it for, making this video. So I, in a way, use Instapaper, not really for this video, but the genuine highlights. I use Instapaper to explain to you the book. Get it on your phone, get it on Chrome extension. It will change your life. The third thing is a video, which is really related to the book. It's called Productizing Yourself by Dan Koh. So the one main thing I got about from this is that you can go through experiences, share what you learned, and you can actually make money out of it, right? You don't need a bachelor's degree anymore. You just need to go out there, get skills, get experience, learn stuff, and share it with others. Just what I'm doing with you. Although right now it's terrible, but I'm getting there, right? The concept is there. I learned stuff, I applied it, and now I'm sharing it with you how I learned it so that you can benefit from it. And now you feel like I've provided value to you. You might subscribe, you might watch another video, might buy from my products, which I'm gonna disclose. Of course, I might sell you a product. I'm not gonna hide it away from you. So the key lesson here from productizing yourself is finding your own curiosities, pursuing your own desires, pursuing your own specific knowledge, and giving it out to the world through leverage. Okay, and the last thing is an experience. So this is a very random experience. So I was walking down to, we live in an apartment complex. So I was walking down to the lobby, and I look down and I see a little girl who just finished school. She had this very heavy bag. I wouldn't even call it a backpack. I would call it like a luggage, the bags that you bring to the airport. She had this luggage, but she wasn't strong enough to bring it up. And there was some stairs. She was struggling, like they could hear the sound like duk duk. So I looked at her and I, contemplated first, okay, should I help her? Like the first instinct, okay, I should help her. But then kind of hesitated, right? Like, Arlo, do you want to look like a child molester? No. Okay, I shouldn't. I should stay away. But then I thought, what's the worst that could happen, right? So I walked up to her. I said, hey, do you need help? And she looked up at me and said, yes, please. So I carried, the bag and brought it to the elevator. And she said, thank you. I said, you're welcome. So after this experience, I walked out and I just felt really good because it's so simple, right? Helping a small girl carry a bag, but to me, it felt meaningful. I felt happier doing that than, playing video games or I felt happier doing that than making money for some reason. So this experience taught me that helping others is meaningful to me. And if it is meaningful to you, then you should do it too. Because you are in charge of making your life fulfilling. Don't outsource your self-fulfillment to somebody else. Take accountability for it. So what's this takeaway for me? I'm going to be helping more people. I'm going to make sure my business helps people and I'm not just making money, right? I want to help people and do that for a living. So I just wanted to share the experience with you. I hope that, these monthly favors were entertaining, and I'm not really expecting that this video will pop off. Just trying to put in the reps, get in my weekly videos. And if you enjoy this, let me know. See you in the next video.